What's up, guys? Hi, Thumos. Welcome back. Just in the middle of a lift. And I was thinking about this. The more that you feel like a man, let's just say you feel high testosterone, you feel like a beast, that masculinity, like you're tapped psychologically into your masculinity. You know what I realized is that you do not feel like you're gonna let shit happen to you. Like if someone was to, when I'm feeling fucking good, dude, I feel like I can bend the world over. And like, if someone was to come up to me, all jokes aside though, think about it. When you feel like a freaking beast, you enforce your will on the world. When you feel weak, when you're fat, your psychology just becomes lethargic, comfortable. When you haven't had sex in ages, you're like a little horny demon just jerking off in your room. And that doesn't make you feel like a man. But when you look at a girl in the eyes and you're having fun, laughing, oh man, dude, I feel fucking good. When you have creative outlets, feel freaking okay. I can put my creativity out into the world. But when you don't have that, you're cooped up in an office, your posture's suffering, you're getting fat, you have no community, you feel like shit. It feels like things are happening to you. A victim, you can't retaliate, you can't speak up for yourself. I've been there, it sucks, dude, and we gotta actually fight against that because it's happening, the coaxing is happening whether you realize it or not. Unless you do something in your life, unless you decide to do the exercises to keep yourself in shape, to freaking talk to that woman, to meet a good woman, to go and cold approach. That's what it's all about, dude. When you lift the weight, the weight's not happening to you, you're retaliating. You're the one fucking lifting the weight. When you're in the dojo, when you're fighting someone, it's you against them. I'm not gonna let this guy strangle me out, dude. It's me against him. All right? When I go and approach that girl, that is me confirming to myself, I scoop the nuts, I am going to approach this attractive person and say hi. That feels fucking good, baby. That feels good. When you get a community and you can speak up and not just lurk, like a lot of lurkers, and you can actually bump shoulders, you get comfortable, it's like you're stepping out from the shadows. And that's what we need to do. We need to confirm to ourselves, psychologically, tap into this feeling where we are okay stepping out. That's really all there is. It doesn't take a genius to understand this. You don't need insane amounts of money. You don't need insane amounts of things to get you here. You just have to let the lifestyle, this high Thumos lifestyle, you have to make it something that you're doing. It's a habit. It's become part of you. Once you tap into this energy, I really believe that things are easier. Your mindset shifts because it has to. Because if you're exercising in a habitual way that you have control on your environment and your life, you do not feel like a victim. You don't feel weak. That's a very simple thing to think about. It's very easy to believe in God when it comes to this. You start, oh wow, like God has given me all of this strength. Like I have all of this strength right now. Where does this come from? Oh, well, obviously I'm fucking made wonderfully. So you start believing in God. When you're weak though, you just believe that like everyone's against you. You don't feel strong. It's actually easier to believe in God when you're strong, right? Because you think, wow, I'm so freaking blessed. Thank God for this amazing body, this amazing life and all this energy and like being able to handle stressful situations. You have resilience. It's a lot easier to be loving and kind and helpful when you feel powerful. It's a lot easier to be a leader in a family. It's a lot easier for your woman to respect you when she thinks that you think of yourself as this awesome guy, that you think of yourself as freaking badass, a beast. And then women respect you. The women these days will say, oh, I want a guy that goes to feminist rallies and You know, just like I want a softie. They don't, dude. They don't know what they want. It's just easier to be that leader and to step up, to take a stand when you feel like a beast. When you tap into that masculinity. That's really what it is. You know, this whole masculinity has been beat to death. I really get that. But it's a feeling. You know, I really think it is a feeling of power within the individual, that when you're able to live a life that where you access that, you begin to enforce your world or your will on the world around you, instead of letting the world around you force itself upon you and you just laying down and letting it just freaking tie you down, dude. So that's all it is. We're going into a new year. There's some things that you should be doing. You probably know that you should be doing some things. What are they? Do you gotta lose the weight? Just move more, right? Just set up the treadmill. It's very cold outside. I still take walks outside, but dude, first thing in the morning, it's easy, right? You know, do you need to lift? Go 3 times a week. Start with twice a week. Start meal prepping on Sunday. There's simple things you can do that you're avoiding. And once you start doing this, man, you awaken from the dream. You awaken from the haze that your life has become. Like if you just fucking think about that for a second, you awaken from the dream. Awaken from the haze, dude. Life becomes a haze when you do the same things, when you neglect what it is that you need to do. A lot of you guys know that you've been called. There's something you need to do. And I can't tell you what that thing is, okay? I can't tell you because I haven't fucking talked to you. The guys in our group, we can't tell you. We don't know you. You know what you got to do. That could be getting a new job, going to learn a trade, going to school. That could be approaching the girl. That could be getting married. That could be having your first baby, buying a house, whatever. That could be, you know, taking a risk. That's another thing men need, some sort of risk. But if you don't do anything, you keep coping very, very intelligently. We cope very intelligently. Make no mistake, we're the masters of cope. All right, it's all cope. So you keep coping, and what happens? You go back into the dream. You go back into the haze. Because there's something that you need to do that you're not doing. And if you want to awaken from the dream, then you need to go into battle, regardless of whether you're going to win or lose. And too many guys are stuck on that question of, am I going to win? Am I going to lose? Am I going to fail? They're thinking way too much about the consequences. Risk, honestly, doesn't always consider the fucking consequences. Like, you know, if the payout's big enough and you got the bankroll, then fucking go in. I'm taking the risk. I'm all in. And I'm just saying, there is a thing that switches on when you put yourself in here. You awaken from the dream. And it's hard, dude. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking tough. I deal with my own struggles. I have my whole life. But I realize this, and I can't escape it, as I think that you also feel the same way. Many men do. We have to acknowledge it. We have to step up to this giant, all right, with our little freaking slings. As small as we may be, we are blessed. We are capable. We have power. We can take care of this fucking beast, this monstrosity, this giant, all right? We're going in 2024, guys. You know, you don't always need to be hyped. I'm not always hyped. I'm not always fucking pumped up. But you know what? We can live a life that's going to make us feel powerful. That's it. That's Thumos. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.